We want to take you live to Queen's Park now, where Ontario Liberal leader Bonnie Crombie is speaking. We'll listen in.
To make his rich friends even richer. Earlier this summer, Ontario's Liberals exposed his billion-dollar booze doggle, which gave away the store to make already rich brewers, grocers, and major retail chains even richer. Today, after crunching the numbers of Doug Ford's Ontario Place deal, we can reveal that once again, just how much of your money Doug Ford is wasting on his rich friends. Except this time, he's wasting over $2 billion, all to benefit a foreign luxury spa company by selling off this public park for pennies on the dollar. This latest $2 billion boondoggle is Doug Ford's 407. He's giving a mega spa a sweetheart deal. This is a mega spa. This mega spa is a mega scam. They're paying $1 billion less in rent than the Treasury Board guidelines or fair market value would require. He's also giving away hundreds of millions of your tax dollars to build a parking lot. And he's making you foot the bill for maintenance and work to prepare the site for construction. And I'm here today with my colleagues, Dr. Shamji and Stephanie Bowman, to expose this terrible deal. Doug Ford is clearly not a very good businessman if he got played this badly. Or, just like the $8 billion Greenbelt giveaway, Doug Ford is trying to make his rich friends even richer at Ontario taxpayers' expense. Or maybe it's a bit of both. Regardless, it's clear Doug Ford is not in it for you. And we're calling on him to get taxpayers out of this bad deal. We'll also continue to petition Ford to fess up that this is not a good deal for Ontarians. Earlier this summer, I announced that when we form government, we're going to investigate and clean up all of Doug Ford's sketchy deals, including this one. As the legislature returns next week, it's clear that Doug Ford is not in it for the people of the province of Ontario, the people who need health care that he's actively neglecting, the hospitals he's deliberately underfunding to justify more privatization, the people who need good schools he's underfunding, even as classrooms are overcrowded and schools are in dire need of repairs, the people whose lives are less affordable, whose commutes are longer, and who feel they're simply not getting anything from this government. Ontario Liberals have shown in 3 by-elections that we are the only alternative to Doug Ford in the work that we're doing to hold him to account and to prepare for the upcoming election campaign, whenever it may occur. We will remain focused on fixing health care, making life more affordable for all Ontarians, and kicking the cronies to the curb and out of Queen's Park. We're focused on delivering more for you. Now, I'm happy to take your questions about this latest sketchy boondoggle, the mega spa, mega scam, or on our priorities as the legislature returns.
So these numbers that you have here, can you speak a little bit more about how you reached these figures?
Yeah, absolutely. Well, we already know about the $800 million parking garage, clearly. The $200 million is the estimate to prepare the site for development, and $25 million in the flood mitigation measures and the shoreline repair that the foreign luxury spa is insisting on. It's not even considering having to move the sewage pipes, which we know may have to occur, so that would be an additional cost. And the $1 billion is in the foregone rent. As we well know, rent should be paid at 7% of fair market value, and they're only being charged 3.5%. And we'd like to know why, and that goes into that sum. So at a grand total of $2 billion, then you have the footnote information for where that all comes from.
But will the government not have to do some of these things anyways, maybe build some parking, flood mitigation. This is a site, Ontario Place, that's been neglected for years. Right?
Richard, I don't disagree with you. We need a fulsome plan for Ontario Place. It didn't mean cutting down all those beautiful trees, right? And site preparation for what might happen depends on what you agree on. Maybe it would be a, family park for use. Anything but the destruction that's happening to the shoreline and the trees today.
So if you got elected, let's say there is an election next year.
Okay, so that is Liberal
this
leader
in the
Bonnie Crombie speaking at Queen's Park today, outlining and listing sort of the number of what they call, Doug Ford's sort of wasting of money, et cetera. That's her thoughts on that. So we'll have more from Queen's Park coming up.